What if I told you the legend of the Land Cruiser is about to change forever? Not bigger, not more expensive, but smaller, tougher, and possibly smarter. The 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ is coming, and it's aiming straight at one of the most respected compact off-roaders ever made. The question is simple. Is this just another small SUV wearing a famous badge, or is this a true evolution of rugged engineering? The moment you look at the Land Cruiser FJ, you understand exactly what Toyota is trying to do. This is not a crossover pretending to be tough. It doesn't rely on aggressive lines or fake off-road styling. The design is honest. Upright stance, squared proportions, and a presence that feels purposeful. The front end is bold without being over-designed. A clean rectangular grille, simple lighting elements, and a structure that looks built for function, not decoration. There's a clear retro influence here, but it doesn't feel outdated. Instead, it connects directly to the legacy of the Land Cruiser name. This is a smart move. In a market full of futuristic designs that often age quickly, Toyota is building something that feels timeless, something that appeals not just visually, but emotionally. The proportions play a huge role in defining its character. Short overhangs, high ground clearance, and a tall body immediately suggest capability. This is not a car designed for smooth city roads alone. It's built to handle rough terrain, uneven surfaces, and real-world challenges. Compared to smaller off-roaders, it looks more planted, more serious, and more ready for demanding conditions. From the side, the boxy shape continues, flat surfaces, strong lines, and a design that prioritizes space and usability over style trends. This is important because in off-road vehicles, shape is not just about looks. It directly impacts visibility, approach angles, and interior practicality. At the rear, the same philosophy continues. The tailgate is upright and practical, maximizing cargo space. The lighting is simple and functional. Nothing feels unnecessary. Every element has a reason to exist. This is what separates a true off-roader from a lifestyle SUV. It's not trying to impress with complexity. It's built to perform. Step inside, and the expectations are very different from what you might see in larger SUVs. This is not about luxury. This is about durability. The cabin is expected to focus on materials that can handle dirt, mud, and heavy use, surfaces that are easy to clean, controls that are easy to operate, even in difficult conditions. The layout will likely be straightforward and driver-focused. Physical buttons are expected to remain, and that's a major advantage. When you're off-road, you don't want to rely on touchscreens for critical controls. You need quick, precise input without distraction. Space inside should benefit from the boxy design. Headroom will be generous, and seating should feel practical rather than cramped. However, this is still a compact vehicle. It's not going to match the spaciousness of larger SUVs, and that's something buyers need to understand. This is a tool, not a luxury lounge. Technology will play an interesting role here. Modern buyers expect connectivity, so features like smartphone integration, infotainment systems, and digital displays are likely to be included. But the real challenge is balance. Too much technology can take away from the core identity of a vehicle like this. The key is to keep things simple, provide essential features without overcomplicating the experience. Reliability matters more than flashy screens. Usability matters more than visual appeal. If Toyota gets this balance right, the Land Cruiser FJ can offer the best of both worlds. Safety is another area where modern expectations come into play. Advanced driver assistance systems are likely to be part of the package. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, and emergency braking are becoming standard across the industry. Integrating these without making the vehicle feel overly electronic will be important. Now this is where the Land Cruiser FJ really separates itself from many compact SUVs. Underneath the body, it is expected to use a ladder frame chassis. This is a major difference. Most small SUVs today are built on unibody platforms designed for comfort and efficiency. A ladder frame changes everything. It means strength, it means durability, it means the ability to handle rough terrain without compromising structural integrity. This type of construction is proven in some of the toughest environments in the world. It's not just about going off-road, it's about surviving it. This platform is expected to be related to Toyota's proven pickup architecture, which adds another layer of credibility. It suggests that this vehicle is not just designed for light trails, it's built for serious conditions. Engine options are expected to focus on reliability and torque rather than high performance. This is not a speed-focused SUV. It's designed to deliver consistent power where it matters most: low-end torque, smooth delivery, and long-term durability. That approach makes sense. In off-road driving, torque is more important than speed. Predictable power is more important than acceleration. The Land Cruiser FJ is expected to reflect that philosophy. Pricing will play a critical role in determining its success. Early indications suggest that it will be positioned below the larger Land Cruiser models, making it more accessible. However, it's unlikely to be as affordable as entry-level off-roaders. This creates an interesting position in the market. It sits between basic off-roaders and premium SUVs. Buyers will need to decide if the added capability, refinement, and brand value justify the higher cost. And this brings us to the most important comparison, the Suzuki Jimny, a vehicle that has built a reputation for being simple, lightweight, and extremely capable off-road. The Jimny is loved for its raw, mechanical feel. It's not refined, but that's part of its charm.
The Land Cruiser FJ is approaching the same segment from a different angle. It aims to offer more stability, better comfort, and greater practicality. It's designed to be more usable in everyday conditions while still maintaining strong off-road performance. But this also creates a trade-off. As vehicles become more refined, they can lose some of their character. The simplicity that makes the Jimny special may not exist in the same way here. The Land Cruiser FJ may feel more polished, but also more controlled. So the choice becomes very clear. Do you want something raw and minimal, or something balanced and versatile? The Jimny offers purity. The Land Cruiser FJ offers capability with comfort. For many buyers, that balance will be very appealing. A vehicle that can handle daily driving without compromise and still perform when the road disappears. That's a powerful combination. The biggest question is whether Toyota can maintain authenticity. The Land Cruiser name carries a lot of weight. It represents decades of trust, durability, and performance.